valooo, can't pick it up. Paper X will once again separate themselves here from Sentinels.
Really good angles held by Paper X, and I want to give props to Forsaken for just staying alive on A link. That allows them to refresh the smoke there. They can't push back out because Sentinels, they had to push out somewhere. So once they couldn't push out to link, they tried to push out back through mid. And then you still got something with the operator covering that from C link. So just that triple pinch here from Paper X working out perfectly.
Very nicely done. Only losing out on one player here for the side of Paper X, but things still close. Cash still available here for the side of Sentinels. At least another round. Looks like maybe some forward aggression coming through. It's Jing. Empress at the ready. Not going to be popping it quite just yet. Some spam on the side. Does he see him? No.
Oh no, missed him.
Second spotted him, but Jing had no idea. Monyet, however, is there for the counter swing. 1-for-1 exchange. Not allow for Sentinels to get anything for free.
Tick, tick.
Over at A long. Nothing going to be spotted, and so far he's just device situated here on this site, but Forsaken's not far off.
Yeah, and actually Util is still going to be able to buy enough time as well. And if there's ever a lopsided one-to-one trade in Agents, it's going to be that Reyna for Jet. Sentinel's much weaker on the attack now. When Sentinel goes up, I mean, you've still got the Silva watching main. NanoSwarm just to buy time.
Standing ahead.
With this NanoSwarm going off, I don't know. Oh, TENZ was above, okay.
Yeah, TENZ got up onto the box again. And read this one, Forsaken ends up getting taken down. Swing out of the smoke, Paranoia greeting him. Monyet trying to pull back away, but it's far too late. Sassi will take him down, but it seems like we are going to be poised, tied up once again. Something with this operator. I mean, Divine needs to find 2 kills for you to realistically want to commit onto this retake.
You want them to peek out so bad, and Sentinels just won't do it.
Hands on the corner, will get the timing there on the Divine. He's not watching for it. Something just has to try to silently drift away. Operator, at least for the time being, will be held on to, but Sentinels will fire right back, not allowing for Paper X to separate themselves any further.
Venom comes out. I mean, Fred's not looking at perfect here for Sentinels, so they're a little wary. TENZ just trying to find the obvious spots.
So Quietly is going to be just fine. So Operator will be retained here from Paper X, but Sentinels just continue to go toe-to-toe against them. Back at him, yeah, just spotting him there. A quick peek around the corner, TENZ as well. Like, oh, hey, look at this.
Yeah, I mean, the NanoSwarm fake, decent attempt here for Forsaken, but... Yeah, I was gonna say, I heard Zelsa shout that, and I looked at the minimap, I'm like, nothing's happening here.
Yeah, I was like, oh, are they actually going to kill? Like, did they find something? And I just have a delayed feed, like, what's going on? But no, Zelsa's just popping off. It's my job, Zelsa.
Stealing everybody's jobs here.
Jing pushes forward, he gets around the recon. Isn't scouted, but second, he's all the way through the link. In the smoke, though, contained, pushes out, still gets Monyet in the head. Push forward, Jing now taken down, second, finding 2 kills. Forsaken stunned up here on the site, all on his lonesome. Here's the updraft, gets the catch on a 1, backs away, wary about the swing around, runs out of bullets, though I believe it's Celsius, claims the kill. Get knocked down, low on HP. Spot there for a brief little moment on the Sassi, but he gets away from the off shot. Second, stuck into the corner. 1 shock dart remaining, but it's not enough to get that kill. Swing, the timing, just a bit off something. Not able to have the reaction time. Be able to pick him off. In the meantime, you see TENZ getting himself into position, pushing up alongside the smoking garage, but maybe it's not necessary because Sassi catches him around the back. Something will find his cohort Jet, but then TENZ will finish the job. Sentinels now in the lead, 10-9.
Second, getting that highlight that he so wanted here in Haven. Absolutely breaks apart Paper X's formation here on defense. They just didn't know what to do. I mean, it's a classic B2C maneuver here. Plant the Jet in, pinch in from garage, but they didn't even really need much of that support. Second just gets the kills with the Blade Storm. Sassi, good heads up play here after he hears the gun swap as well. Knows he has an opportunity where they're not going to peek him out. Gets the wraparound.
Final timeout now called here from Paper X. Just 4 rounds separated from the previous one. Things not looking up for them. They've been able to pick up a singular round. So everything now being laid out on the table by Coach Alex to try to turn this close out the map with a win.
Yeah, we'll see what the adjustment is here. I mean, the most success they've had is when they were able to push out, get that early pick, and then reset. Force Sentinels to slow things down, and oftentimes, it's that pick onto Zekken that really slows down Sentinels. But at the very least, you gotta find a way to draw out these crucial set play util, right? The fault lines, the flashes, the recon darts. We'll see what the idea is here from Paper Rex. I gotta imagine maybe another push out from B. No, it's gonna be just a stack on A to push out. Go for the buys. Rely on the Blade Storm here for something. It's honestly, mentally this could work out because they do have the lockdown, so A is what you would normally think that they would go for the retake.
That's available, but so too is the Hunter's Fury here from Saucy. Multitude of ults to work with here. TP out, TENZ is going out the safety, but the paranoia timing. It's caught by that one, and Jing gets taken down. Major punish here from Sentinels, just dissuading this early aggression from Paper Rex, just trying to catch them off guard. Guardian in hand, Forsaken, full flash, puts some damage down on a second. Pulls away, avoids that aftershock, but now everybody is pushing over in towards C, which for the time being is completely unoccupied. Going in, Forsaken, taking some hot shots, fishing for a tag. Nothing found quite just yet. Land coming down, gets the headshot, John Cutie eliminated. Second once again getting tucked away in front of Plat. Rushing forward, tries to go for Zelsis. Getting split between the two players. Ends up coming up with nothing. Fault line now going to be sent out. Second taking out something. Divide finds the enemy breach. Still 3 players to go through, however. Divide swings around the box. Finds one, but TENZ arrives just in time. Catches him off guard. Now Monyet. The latest W Gaming initiate to try to clutch this one out in time. Ticking away the Hunter's Fury. Buying some time. He knows that he can eat at least the one charge, gets it up to half, but with a shorty in hand, TENZ will put him down, and Sentinels move up 11-9.
Nice try, bro.
The Shadow Step usage from TENZ over on A lobby just to cause all that chaos. Looks good, and a bit of a timing miss here from Monyet's Paranoia, I believe. I think that's the one that caught him off, yeah. Unfortunate for something, he really wanted to chase, but looks like the comms just weren't there for Paper Rex. That's just calling for the fight, wants to take the initiative, knows he has the free kills.
Might get the back end of that one, but I still also work with. Now that Hunter's Fury is out of the way, so the lockdown can get some more value, but kind of things start like that. And again, Monyet up on top of B site, managing to find 2.
You don't need to greet the site. You've got that lockdown, like you mentioned, Achilles. They don't have the Hunter's Fury on the other side.
Oh, but Divide playing forward, caught out. Paranoia does get the catch, but not much being found other than some damage on the TENZ. Will get whittled away yet. John Cutie now just investing that near old depth. Keeping the TENZ, works his way over towards C, identifying that he is perfectly safe in this position. Note that there's going to be one forward at B. Forsaken, he gets in front of it. TP out, trying to run away, but TENZ does get caught. Lockdown now going to be invested to try to clear things out. Forsaken, a follow-up headshot. John Cutie dead. Saucy snapping with it. Takes him down. The spike is not planted. It's still held in hand, but look at Monyet. He can hear this movement. Know exactly where Saucy's going to be going. Relay that. Yeah, there it is. The rotate back across from Jing.
These are just 1v1s.
Saucy gets this. It's fully isolated. Pushes out. He will be good for the headshot. Saucy wins that. Who knows what happens? Paper Rex, they don't give him the opportunity. One more round to tie us up yet again as Paper Rex try to claw back.
Oh, just firing range here for Monyet with the Guardian. Love the chase down from Forsaken as well.
A little bit worried for him at first, but he manages to get there. Great follow-up on to John Cutie. This is still on a knife's edge.
All right, looks like TENZ gonna try to cause some chaos again. Get some A main control.
On a walkabout out into mid again. Covering fire here from Monyet as well as Jing. Cutie watching.
I must wait a moment.
Just have his cam cleared. So he's gonna get himself right up alongside window.
Take flight.
He'll check over here towards A long. He's spotted. It's a very deep pullback here from Divide.
Yeah, I don't know if Jing's gonna get here on time. So Paper Rex, they have to decide if they're just gonna go for the retake or not. Divide has to be ready with an exit. You have to remember there's that fault line potential.
Well, that tells them everything. The fault line does go through. Another stun up there, but Wily Divide able to exit, but this still going to have to be a full-blown fight on the retake. And having used the lockdown in the previous round, it's going to be very difficult for PaperX to try to break back through. Something around the backside, they have to clear a trap wire, so they know that there's at least some presence on that flank. Something pushing in, gets that headshot. What in the hell was that? Jing in the meantime, off screen, comes up with one of the 10s. Now John Cutie gonna be taken down, but second, still looks to anchor things. But he ends pushing forward, finds one, gets some damage across here onto the enemy jet. He'll be able to finish the job. The PaperX with the defuse will now tie us up yet again, 11-11.
The paranoia was perfect from Monette. You could see the comms were just turning back and forth for PaperX's Monette, trying to decide, do I go for maximum damage on the site? Do I try to help out in sewers? And they call for help because the Cyber Cage comes out. John Cutie couldn't see a thing, and something just jumps forward alongside Forsaken. I was wondering if something was actually going to try to updraft around the trap wire, but oh wow, that's just a quick one. Yeah, the paranoia just keeps him trapped in.
Jumping a Cypher Cage. And, normally that would be Panic City, but he's like, oh, well, he's paranoid, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
What a wild round to tie us up yet again. I mean, you know, suspected that this one was going to go to distance all the way to 3. We've got there. Why not OT?
Looking likely. It's looking likely. They're adjusting a lot back and forth. Kaplan a bit more heated than the past timeouts. Didn't like what he saw in the past couple rounds, it seems. I mean, a big part of it, I think, is Sentinels. They started to rely maybe a bit too heavily on the fact that you push one side and then you realize that PaperX has to overreact. You try to overreact yourself, rotate immediately to the other side. But PaperX is quick on the feet as well. Perhaps a bit of a deeper mid lurk or something like that could help out Sentinels on those choices. They've had a couple rounds where they actually pressure them and then, you know, run down the clock too much, right? Where they have to just all in without information on the other side of the map. So, would love to see a bit more proactive lurk control if that's the style they're going to stick with.
Pick up this next one. Big match point locked in for either team. Operator back into the hands of something. Zekin is going to be relying on the knives coming into this one. They know they need to have some reserve cash for that next round should they lose here.
Bung.
Even if they win it, then it's a bloody one. TP port. Oh my god! Second instantly finds him on yet intense. The aggressive TP up catches Jing over in sewer. What a start from Sentinels, but now the push forward for Forsaken catches 2 of his own. The turn back around, Second, however, finds himself another elimination as the vibe falls. Tenz gets rid of an opposing Killjoy.
Oh, you have to save this something. I mean, you don't have an answer.
Surely.
Yeah, in the next round, your teammates are all going to need buys. You have to save this. I mean, this was Sentinel just reading it through and through right after the timeout.
Just absolute fantastic decision making. Whether it was Kaplan, whether it was John Cutie, I do not know, but whoever made the call for the double aggressiveness coming through, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the fact that they sent Zekin on his own right through mid just to get that early pick, that's what really impresses me. And he hits it as well, very crucial. But even if he hadn't, right, they would have gotten the information that Monette came in through window. They would have been able to back off, pinch on him, so the read was there no matter what.
Hot damn. Sentinels now with that explosive round. They will take themselves up to match point. 1 more to go to kick off the AVL with a win and keep themselves in the upper bracket of Group A. Let's see what can PaperX get together for themselves. A Bulldog in the hands of Monette. Devi will be able to afford a rifle with that half armor purchase. Util will be full across the board. But crucially, Zelsis acquire a map from him overall, sure, but he's got a Rolling Thunder going into what could very well be the closing round of this series.
As long as he uses it, it should come out to great effect. Now the question is do you use it on the entry or do you save it for the retake to really secure the map?
Turn the flash, cover up there on the Cloudburst. Something waiting to see if the push forward comes in. Tenz tucked in towards the cubby. Dash going to be popped. Spotted. Like this one out patiently and something goes. He's got to drift back over towards the side here of Long. Cannot get caught.
Something has to consider so many angles here. Just that shadow step, another Cyber Cage.
Gets Coffee playing on such a slim little line here. Tries to go for the shot, but Saucy just a bit faster. Shuts him down. Now the Rolling Thunder opening up the fight. Gets in front of it, but he's only going to be good for one. Saucy finds a second elimination. The Paranoia slowing them up for a brief little moment here. Bounce on the Nanoswarm into the corner, but Saucy finds a third. Forsaken taken down. Tenz finds one yet. Jing, however, comes up with three. Finds himself in a 1v1.
Oh, shit!
Jing gets the 4K clutch, and we are going to overtime.
He is back in the flesh. Wow, the 4K on the Reyna, tops the board with 22 kills for his team.
Look at it.
Now we go to OT.
Absolutely unreal. Saucy doing so much work. No, the triple from him to open things up. But Jing just arrives and says, nah. Nah, I'm not done yet.
Oh man, just one by one.
Absolutely unreal scenes from Jing. Welcome back. Indeed.
He's got that little spurt going on. Brings us to overtime, brings us a banger of a match here to kick things off on the ABL.
I'll admit, I was a little concerned after the first two maps were 13-7. I thought, okay, Paper X, they're back in, Jing's in form.
Yep.
We're gonna go to Haven. Maybe they just slaughter him. They change things up, they make it more interesting. Mind Freak's out for the first time in forever. We get to see Maniette on this roster alongside Jing. And now we get to overtime. This is everything we could have hoped for. So for all of you who made the decision to stay up late or wake up early to watch this, you are so damn welcome, because this is the series that you deserve.
Absolutely, you are the true winners. To be able to watch Sentinels versus Paper X at the end of 2023 here, going to overtime, with these changes that we've had on both rosters all through and through, but also just all players playing at the top of their game, right? I mean, no one really slacking off one way or another. Sure, one might be quiet from one map to the next, but
canduk.
that's all
Okay.
relativity. Everyone's
Pada
still
ke
their way.
luar kata kawan.
Now Paper X going to be back on the attack,
Seru anjing.
which is where they found
Sini aja,
their
ini.
success. Had that 8-4 half.
Dia pakai
Go. No, not going to be seeing any operators here. Glass Cannon from second. Has been having a hell of a performance here on that jet.
makanya bingung anjing.
Start up over the top. Dealt with second. Continuing forward.
Main freak.
Smoke not going to give him any line of sight. So
Gantian mainnya.
away to that A-long.
Monyet sama Mantrik gantian.
By, however, could flush him out.
Tadi match pertama Jing nggak main.
This was one of
Jadi
the rounds he lost
Forsaken,
early last
Monyet,
time. Oh,
Doesn't check.
Davai, something, main freak.
Get drawn
Nah,
out
map
by
2
the
sama map
saucy
3
spam.
Jing main. Jadi si Monyet sama Maverick diganti.
Could be very costly, but for the time being, it looks like Paper
Map
X
pertama
are
kalah.
going to be straying
Aneh
away
banget anjing
from
map pertama
the
di
side.
Breeze. Aneh banget ini rosternya.
Be okay. Tenz spotted, noted here. Flash comes across, push up Jing, knowing where two players are, but just can't quite get on top of either of them. There goes through. Tenz now going to be finished off. Divide finds that kill. One spotted, Forsaken with a lurk forward. Onto the B site, guns down two. Delsis and Saucy both going to be gone. Cam out from John Cuny. Toggles over. Gets that little reveal, but the spray through the box. Jing mows him down, and suddenly it's all on second. Swings out, finds one, can't get the second. And Paper X
Kejar-kejar.
will now take this to match point.
Very clean first round of overtime coming out
Makanya
from
dari
Paper
tadi loh
X.
di map 1.
And I love just the double pressure, right? You go into garage. I mean, just because of the chaos, both sides using so much utility, but amidst that chaos, Forsaken's able to creep through mid all the way into B. That gives him, again, that deep lurk. Yeah.
These lurks that he's getting through. Absolutely. So huge here from Forsaken. Consistently getting himself into these positions.
The awareness just to
Dong.
give a heads up, listens for the audio to turn
Masih
around.
sakit nih orang anjing Jing. Iya.
Now, something does he go for the op here? Because
Timeout mulu dia tadi
makes
anjing Sentinel.
things a lot easier in terms of positioning for their composition. But of course, that does mean he would have to go glass cannon.
Yeah. Do they want to take that risk?
I
Lu
don't
kemarin
know,
sama
I
Buduk
don't
main
know.
ke Bandung dulu.
Everyone's crisp
Terus
right
ke
now on
Purwokerto.
Sentinels. I feel like that's a
Terus
huge risk to take.
balik.
One timeout for the overtime. Burned here by Sentinels.
Goblok gua double triple job anjing.
Resting on this.
Floor director, MC observer. Anjing gua bilang. Ngentot banget. Hah? Dikira di perang nggak masuk. Terus hari kedua telat anjing. Goblok gua bilang.
Yes.
Opened up the round.
But out of the
Gue triple job. Ntar gue tambahin buat lu gini.
They've only been able to convert around a win after one of those timeouts.
Okay, yeah, that's a good stat to keep in mind.
A lot of those are
pernah,
timeout before you go into an eco.
Selalu telat,
But
kan?
here in OT, there's no more ecos. There's nothing but full commitment. And Sentinels need that going into this round here.
Oh, so instead of just sending Jing,
Siapa Jing, man?
we fixed our problem. We have to push out faster.
Something.
Oh yeah.
Pushing forward, Monyet up on top, covering fire. Flash just go through. Good turn from that one. Going within the
T1
window,
kalau main.
everybody getting ready, just full steam ahead, push up through Seaside. Forsaken nearby, pushes up, gets himself through the smoke. Another one greets him. There's the entry, Second gets himself on top of the box here inside. Forsaken opens up, Tenz, taking down John Cutie, quick to reply, a 1-for-1 thus far. Second still playing forward. Jing spotting him for a moment. The jump shot. Second takes him down. John Cutie gets another. It's just buying something now in a 2v4. The reveal onto one. Line of sight. Not found. Push up. Sasi gets the headshot. And now it's on the Sultan, but there's a high-low with Sasi on the side, and he cannot get that transfer. 13-13. We keep going.
How is that even fair, man? Second with the jump shot with the Vandal. Gets the kill. I mean, I thought PaperX had a really fast reaction. They were able to flood back site. Forsaken was staying alive, still got 1 kill. Try to open things up, slow things down. You had the Reyna and the Omen in back site, and Second just says, doesn't matter, I'll just jump over the box.
Decent catch. Forsaken just trying to swing back out. John Cutie reading it perfectly. Fast reacted. Oh my god. What in the hell? Gorgeous scenes, but either way, we are far from done, it would seem. Second again, pushing forward. Does he just open up? Yes, he does! Finds 2 before getting taken down. Additional damage on that spray through, but still, already so much value found.
Yeah, I mean, PaperX not spotting him in that previous one.
Makanya gue juga
Not
bingung.
able to check for that.
Your smoke's gone.
Ini.
You have to just creep in. You have to walk it in. All right, they'll at least use the Lear for that first bit of a duel.
Oh.
That
Sasi.
decent damage.
A little bit found on
masih
wanted
ada
to buy and
stun
something. Takes just as much in response.
Jadi tadi throwing mulu nih PRX.
Have the sight.
PRX
No
team.
deep flank coming through. No one rotating around through long or
Dan
sewer. So we know that.
Something
Trying to take a forward position, gets the spot of the one, trying to exit, pulls back, and luckily for him, no one goes on the pursuit. Throws through, but now he's too far forward.
Something
overcooking it would seem, certainly overstaying. The push out, Tenz swings in to buy, taken down, and Jing cannot get it done. Sentinels will once again get match point in their pocket, 14-13. And now they go to the attacking side.
Yep. Seems they might have solved the problem here, getting that defense win in overtime. See if they can chain it in to a match victory. I mean, most people looking at the bracket for this tournament said, sure, Sentinels, they look good, they look better than they have before, but it's PaperX, right? But it's the runners-up, and then you have Monyet. At the very least, a lateral move, if not an upgrade, depending on, you know, meta. And then Sentinels just comes in swinging.
An enormous performance from them here. I mean, you can see Zels is just the assist god at the moment. Doesn't need to find the immense impact that we were seeing from him. As long as he's enabling for Second to do what he's doing right now. Nearly dropping a 30 bomb, swing up from something, gets a bit of damage across, but cannot find the kills. Once again, punished.
Oh, and I love this. I love this hold from Sentinels.
Grind it to a halt.
I mean, again, you know what the pattern has been for PaperX. Now, again, some of the weakness that we've seen from Sentinels is they'll wait for this until like the 40-second, 30-second mark. Then they get slowed down by a nanoswarm. Then they have to run with no information. Monyet is still holding true on C-site.
Yeah.
He's pushing into Tenz. He's got a shorty around the corner. Are they actually just going to swing this one? Shots go wide.
Oh,
he swings around, draws out the weapon, and Tenz gets the headshot. 18 HP, sends out the paranoia. Forsaken again, going to be tagged by this one. And Second arrives, the savior, to keep him alive. Divine before he dies, managing to find 2, but now it's just Monyet rotating still back over to the A site. In a 1v3. They know his position. They see where the paranoia comes from, and they can anticipate that it's going to be the approach here into heaven. Sasi will get the final shot in 15-13. Sentinels will explode out onto the stage here in South Korea in our opening game of AVL with a win.
Oh, and the crowd goes wild. They've been waiting to watch Sentinels here live in Korea. And a lot of people looked at the groups and said, damn, it's going to be a shame because chances are we're not going to be able to see them all the way through. But guess what? Sentinels just extended their stay here for just a bit longer, as they are the first team to go into that winner's bracket here of Group A.
Unreal match here between these two squads. It absolutely delivered across the board, all the way to game 3, all the way into a double overtime. But Sentinels here, they managed to get it done on foreign ground. They pick up their first international victory in so very long.
Yeah, just look at how happy they are, and you can often tell once a game finishes if a team is just happy to win or if they're happy because they feel like they won on their terms, right? If they feel like their plans worked out, and it seems like right now they are just happy to congratulate each other, you know, really respecting the work that each of them did in their own position. Second, dropping that 30 here, going into overtime, carrying the team in terms of kills as that entry. But as you mentioned before, a lot of that is off the back of the assist from the likes of Zelsis.
Yeah, just great supportive setup here from everybody on the side of Sentinels. And second, just happy to take the reins, happy to take the lead. Sasi as well, right alongside him. So many impact frags coming through from this guy. The ghost highlights right off the rip. Going into that second half was gorgeous to see. Stefai, I mean, that would have been a moment of the tournament potentially if he could have gotten the third kill. Still, an incredible play from him. But so very close the whole way throughout. But PaperX, you know, they show us 3 different iterations that are possible with this roster. And, you know, it doesn't look bad, but it also doesn't get them the win here today. So I'm curious to see what happens when they come back up on stage in a couple of days in their lower bracket matchup, as well as curious to see who they're going to be playing against.
Yeah, I mean, I got to imagine they stop the experiments for just a bit, right, once you go into a lower bracket, because, again, you